Hey everyone, how's it going? It's been a minute since I've done a video and I apologise for that. Life is life, right? What's changed? Not much has changed really. Some low lifes tried to break into the garage a couple of times, and on the last attempt they succeeded, unfortunately. Managed to prise the door open with crowbars, made a right mess of the door, busted one of the locks. They did our garage and they did a couple of other garages in our line out the back there. Unfortunately, it's so far from the flat that you wouldn't hear anything going on. And to be honest, around here stuff's going on all the time. So even if you did hear it, you might not put the two together. Plus, we've had a lot of rain and it was raining pretty hard that night. So probably wouldn't have heard much, to be honest. Some of it was captured on the local shop's CCTV they got out the back, so fingers crossed something will come of that. We'll see. Luckily, touch wood, nothing was nicked from my garage this time. They took some tools. I had a tool roll that I usually keep wrapped onto the bike, but for some reason I had it off on the garage floor, so they grabbed that. I couldn't see anything else had been nicked. The tools weren't worth much financially, but they were sentimental because some of them were my late brother's tools, which I obviously can't replace, which is a shame. I've got doubles of most of the tools, so I can make up a new tool roll for the bike. It's not a major thing. It's just a shame those ones got nicked because they wouldn't be any good to anyone really. Still, that's what it is. So we've managed to sort of bash the door back into shape and put some extra locks on it. Got some pretty chunky chains on the bikes in there, so I don't know, horses for courses, right? But anyway, that's that. What else? I've been busy with the painting. Done a bit more work on the waistcoat. I don't know if that's coming out on the video, but that's the back. Front hasn't changed much. Probably can't see that because the microphone cable's all over the shop. But yeah, done a bit more of that. I started some painting on the bike. Just done made a start on the goblin on the windscreen of the bike. But I'm not going to do a tremendous amount to the bodywork as I have done on previous bikes, because it seems to jinx things. As soon as I do any sort of decent amount of painting on the bike, something goes wrong. So I'm going to keep the Bandit pretty much as it is. Got the MOT coming up. That's coming up in, I think it's April. So should be good. I've got that ABS light on permanently, but I went in and asked, and they said that's fine. The system's been disconnected. So although the light is permanently on, that shouldn't affect the MOT. So fingers crossed on that one. Got a bit of an issue with the bike where you kick it into neutral, and the neutral light doesn't always come on, and there's something funky going on between that and the side stand, because if it's in neutral but the neutral light isn't on and you drop the side stand, the bike cuts out, and if you flick the side stand up and down a few times, the neutral light will come on. So it's not the kind of traditional side stand switch issue that you get when that switch fails, because it is obviously still registering the side stand, but there's something deeper going on with the neutral light. It's not the end of the world. I don't think it's an MOT issue with the light. It just means that you've got a feel for neutral at traffic lights and that sort of thing, rather than relying on the light coming on. It does come on sometimes. It's some sort of electrical thing, I think, because it will come often in the rain more than not, but it is what it is, right? So yeah, that's it really. Not much else has changed. Still running the same gear. Still got the Bandit, obviously. So yeah, I think we'll nip out on a little trip. It's been an awfully wet winter, but I can't do much about that. So I think we'll nip out and head over to, maybe go over to a local church or something, find another one I haven't done yet, or a video like that. But yeah, I think we'll dip into some of that. So yeah, apologies for the delay in videos, but they arrive when they arrive. But anyway, yeah, see you in a bit.
Sorry,